Hey guys, Alpha Rhythm here. Just here to talk about Apple Music, which was launched, or was announced, sorry, this week, alongside iOS 9 and OS X El Capitan for Mac. As we all know, Apple helped kind of reinvent music, steered the way that it is now, how people buy it. Obviously, a lot of legal downloads still going on. But rather than buying a CD, you'd quite happily go to iTunes, buy it off iTunes, stream it off Spotify, buy it from the Google Store, whatever. So they've really changed, obviously, kind of how we do that with the iPod, the iTunes, things like that. Going into this kind of new age, which we're transitioning into now, do people really want to own everything? I mean, is it really necessary to have a room full of CDs anymore, which you're never going to use again because it's all on your laptop or computer or hard drive, or simply all you do is stream now? Owning it isn't important anymore. If you bought a CD, going to resell it to Music Magpie and things, you can get 20p for it. So, is there any point in buying a CD anymore? So with that in mind, they've launched Apple Music. So basically what it is, it's a $9.99, which I would assume will be £10 as well, just to keep the price at $9.99. It's £10 here in the UK. What that allows you to do is it puts everything that you've got already in your iTunes into the cloud, so it matches it to the iTunes Store, or it uploads it if it's local bands or something a bit more obscure. So it uploads it all makes it accessible in the cloud. And for that $9.99 a month, it allows you to listen to, as in stream, or download to listen to offline, anything in the Apple Store. So I mean, you go through the hassle of downloading it from somewhere else to, for example, I've got iTunes Match, so I download it from somewhere else other than iTunes possibly, and then use that file then to match into the iTunes Store cloud, and then I'd have that music. But for the cost of an album per month, I would be more than willing to pay that money in order to access absolutely everything in the store at any time I want. So it's a great it's a great announcement. I think it's along the lines of Spotify. It's very similar. I mean, what's come into play is obviously they've got more or less the same amount of songs on the store, give or take Taylor Swift and things like that. The iTunes Store copies will be the 256 kbps, which they're not going to change because they're not going to re-encode everything on the store. We're talking 3 million plus songs, whereas Spotify is a higher quality music. Not a huge amount in it to the normal listening ears, as I've covered in the previous video. And what's great is that it's across all devices. So I'm a bit of an Apple geek, so I've got a MacBook, iPhone, iPad, things like that. It all sync across, so that all those devices have the access to the same music. And it goes across to PC as well if you've got a PC. And what I thought was really interesting is they're going to have a mobile app designed for Android. So Apple Music Service will be coming to Android as well. So that's really a huge competitor to Spotify. On top of the $9.99 a month, you can either go for the $14.99 a month plan as well, which where up to 6 people can have their own individual accounts and download and stream music, from across the store with 6 separate accounts. So it's quite good if you've got, a larger family. You can all access any music really for $14.99 a month, which is great. The other things they've announced with Apple Music is Apple Radio. So they've got radio stations in New York, LA, and London. And what they're saying is the music that's featured in these shows isn't made by algorithms. This sounds similar to this, it's in the same key as that, etc. It's made by real people. So they've got Zane Lowe on board, and it will be along with some other DJs. and that's a 24/7 radio station, multi-genre. So you can listen and experience some new music from various different backgrounds and things like that, which I think is a really good idea. Really, it's quite good to have a multi-genre, no holds barred kind of. This is the music that we're pushing at the moment. Obviously, I would imagine they would push certain artists, have artists of the month, things like that, in which, as they did in the WWDC announcement, The Weeknd, I believe he was called. They're obviously pushing him. They've also got a part of it called Connect, which is a social app, similar to Ping, I think it was called, that they originally had on iTunes, and kind of MySpace, very similar to that, where you can interact with artists. Nine Inch Nails are on board, lots of us on board, and they upload tour diaries, and I think Chris Cornell put up a song lyric sheet of a song that's not been released yet, and this kind of thing, really, just to get, I suppose, to know more about what's happening with the actual artist. So, my question would be, how will iTunes Match work with this? Will it be that I've got to re-upload all the songs and rematch all the songs, or will it just seamlessly work? I don't have to pay the £25 anymore a year, £25 anymore a year, and then just carry on with $9.99 a month. I assume that's how it would work. And what's great, it's just convenient. It's easy to have it all, access to everything, and whenever you want, really. You can download over 3 or 4G networks as well for offline listening. So that's fantastic. So this is launching towards the end of June. You get the first 3 months free, and obviously you can make your mind up from there what you want to do with it. So it'd be great if you could leave a like, comment, share, subscribe to the channel, check out the Facebook page. I've got some EP news coming very soon, just finishing off a few songs, and then that'll be available on iTunes then, probably within the next 6 weeks or so. So stay tuned to that, and I'll catch you all next time, guys.